Minecraft is a horror game, or at least I turned it into one for my next 100 days. Creatures of mystery, foes looking for toes, and stalkers lurking amongst the trees, waiting to pop out at any moment. Yes, I'm a man who is scared of basic horror movies like Ghostbusters and Casper the Friendly Ghost, but I'm facing my fears by taking on my most terrifying 100 days yet. Enjoy my screams. Day 1, the first time I get to see how eerie the world looks, but let's just stick to the normal Minecraft stuff while we can. I punched a tree, mined out some cobble, and made our basic starter gear: axe, pickaxe, sword. Now, the shaders I'm using are really cool during the day, but at night things change a lot. For now, I was drawn towards what looked like a volcano. Climbing up made me realize that this is not a good spot to be. There is magma and lava for miles. This is not going to help me with priority number 1, killing all the food in sight, and hoping that food has wool on it because I need a bed. I found a couple of chickens, but that's no sheep. Then there were some salmon in the water, but even as picturesque as the water seems, I don't want to be here. I'm looking for sheep and sheep alone. I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. There's a pumpkin with like candles around it. What kind of ritual is that? I'm not touching it. Glad I didn't, because that would have scared the living daylights out of me at this stage in the game. Wandering around some more, I was starving, like legit could die to hunger. That's how little animals I was finding, but I did get a ruined portal with an FNS inside so I can pre-cook my food. I was able to use it on some nearby cows to get my hunger up until I made a grave mistake. Are you possessed? Oh, you fight back! What? I was now in a fight against a demon cow. I had to back away and let fire take it out because that thing actually scared me. I have never seen a cow fight back, but thankfully down the mountain were a couple of sheep I can use for a bed to skip the night. Priority 1, check. However, as the sun was going down, I panicked. I don't know what's outside, so I mined into the wall to just start out my base. Luckily, we only need a small bunker for the night, but as a skilled Minecraft player, I wasn't scared, so I had to check it out. Oh! Okay, maybe I'm a little scared, but I moved the cave base back a bit and bunkered down in some doors. I don't know what I was thinking at this point. I just gave up on my brave gambit and slept. Day 2. I'm leaving after last night because the cave base isn't for me. I'm out of here. I still need food and maybe a new life or name at this point. Yeah, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like scary stuff. The first sign of simple I saw were some pigs. Decent food source, and I need normal right now, so I got to burning. Oh my god. Oh, no! Oh, it's so fast. It's so fast. It's so fast. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm not killing pigs anymore. That moment actually genuinely scared me. I mean, I was not prepared for jump scares in this video, so the pig traumatized me, and I wasn't gonna kill them again. Onward, I found a village with a handy-dandy blacksmith. Hey, but 2 diamonds, some iron, and gold, as well as an iron pickaxe is a great find. Speaking of find, now we have a spawn point. Oh, I see him. Herobrine is down there. As a real crafter who isn't afraid, I ignored him. I lied about the afraid part. However, I did kill the iron golem for some easy iron and tried to get out of the village as a Herobrine followed me around. Here I actually took a screenie with the man to commemorate our friendship for everyone on the channel to see on the community page. Y'all had mixed reviews about the friend part. I continued to loot, getting some more books from the village and noticed a ruined portal, but my best friend was in the way, so I casually strolled around him, till I grew some balls. Sir, I need to walk around you. He just stares. Does he do anything? I just don't like him. You know what? I'm not afraid anymore. Oh! I'm afraid. I'm Fortniting. Bad idea. I had angered the beast, and you know what? I don't like this game anymore. I don't know what else this man could do to me, but for now it seems he's left. I think that got rid of him. Then I looted the portal and got back to running for my life. In that sprint, I found a cave, an extremely deep cave that I Geronimo'd into. The goal was just to quickly grab some iron and coal, then evac out of there when I heard a zombie. This is when my sense of how to survive in this video changed. This zombie had intelligence. I say that because it's not going into the light to attack me, meaning it knows to avoid damage. That's more terrifying than Herobrine. Out of the cave, we need more food because, again, I'm starving and running for my life. So we went back to burning and killing cows. However, one guy really wanted to chase me, and kept chasing me all the way to a new village. Too bad you can't get up here. The night, I decided to bunker down in the village and try to survive it. That was until I saw a killer clown, zombie, and a villager team up to kill me. Nope, I'm going to bed. We start off the next day by capturing the possessed villager, which is odd because I can kinda still trade with him. But instead of letting him eat the town, I slaughtered him, which started a raid. My dubious amount of gear didn't trick me into staying. This village was not for me. Instead, we're back on the journey to find the perfect base spot and some loot. Speaking of loot, I ran across a drowned temple, which isn't normal, but inside it had a ton of stuff. Bunch of ores, food, blocks, even a Sharp 3 book for my troubles. Troubles being the lack of oxygen while drowning down here. After making it out of the savanna biome, I saw a perfect place to bunker down. The spruce biome. One that doesn't have massive trees. That way I can look around and see things that are coming right at me. But the land wasn't right, and Herobrine ended up finding me. But he shouldn't attack as long as I just don't look into his eyes. So the best plan of action was to hit the open ocean so he can't hurt me. Heck, I doubt he can even follow me in the water, so I took off. Time to go. Surely the open ocean isn't scary. Never mind, everything's a lie, I'm screwed, and he's hunting me. I made land ho when my suspicions were more than confirmed. I found a redstone torch, and the message, you feel like something's chasing you. Yeah, game, you think? Thankfully though, the trip landed me at a village, where I was able to loot up some chests and make a safety bunker for the night. I even reinforced the door so no creature of the night could get in. However, I was curious if something else was stalking me. If Herobrine wasn't the only threat. Ooh. Scary lightning. Wait, there was no thunder though. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god. Oh my god, please. Sleep. 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 No. No. I can sleep. I can sleep. Please. Please. Oh my god. Okay. Somehow I survived the night and learned what's actually after us, alongside the fact that doors just won't help. What would be good now is leaving the village, getting far, far away from the scene of the crime. While still on my hunt for a base, I fled down a mountain just to see a perfect hill that would allow me to see all around. When I got to the top, it was perfect, other than this giant hole. Let's just light this up quickly. Man, he needs to get a life, for real. Anyway, now that we're here, we're gonna set up a base of operation, adding down everything we need to craft and cook, and of course, our tight sleeping quarters. Before nightfall, I cut down all the trees around me so I had a solid lay of the land, and lit up the top of the hill as the sun was setting. Also, putting my bed outside was a bad idea, so I extended our living situation a bit and thought of sleeping. But no, I'm still wanting to face the night. So I sat on a tower awaiting my fate, with my trusted bed, which I can't sleep in again for some reason. When lightning struck and he spawned, I instantly realized my mistake and plunged into the darkness of my dirt hut to sleep the night away. Oh! I don't like it here already. Why did I have to do scary stuff? Things are getting worse, but now that we have a base situated, all I have to do is build it. Then no monster can come for me and I can exist in this world free from fear. Fat chance of all that. However, we're doing it anyway by using what spruce we had to outline the corners of the house, along with outlining the bottom with cobblestone reinforcement. Now this place won't be anything particularly special like some of my other bases where I accidentally make a mega base on the first day. But for now, a little house will work. I finished up the window placements, where the door is going, and overall, not too much for the day, with the main issue of sleep again. Apparently, some nights I get too scared and can't sleep, which allow the monster to spawn, so I have to make sure that doesn't happen before we get an iron door down in place. But on day 6, we did get our first giant spruce tree, and since the land is already 90% podsoil, these trees can be next to our base free and clear of making it uglier. Then I farmed out some more cobble for the roof, and while this melts, I need to go get some sand for the windows. I journeyed off into the unknown once again, stumbling into a cool looking forest, but realizing I'm nowhere close to water, so I need to keep an eye out for some sand. Eventually, I ended up stumbling onto a village. This will help me later, but not right now. If I had Silk Touch, I could steal their glass, but still, not it. Eventually, when wandering around the volcanic waste biome, I noticed I'm standing on black sand. Surely that's gonna work, right? Yep. I spent so much time looking for what I needed, and it was right under me. Unfortunately, the trek home wasn't easy, as the sun had set early, and everything got dark. Super dark. But this time, I was able to sleep. With a big sigh of relief, we had made it home. Day 7 starts with defense preparations. First was an iron door, which I hope keeps out the night demon, and we used the black sand for glass for all the windows. The stone we were smelting was for the roof. I wanted some stone brick trim, but while preparing how the roof would look, I was startled again. This guy will just be popping in for no reason, I guess. At least he doesn't attack me or destroy my land, right? After Herobrine, we got back to work on the house, just finishing up the cobblestone roof as the night crept up on us. But now that I'm protected, I decided to do some work inside. You know, making a ladder to the second floor, organizing our kitchen area, as small as it is, and make a proper chest area. Unfortunately, me staying up was a little bit too cocky. Oh, dude. What was that? What was that? What you trying to do? Scare me? The sun is coming up. What do you think scares me? Not you. Surely not you. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What are you? Oh my god, leave, please. Oh! Okay, sure, I died. But that is not my fault. I didn't know this supposed man of the fog could go through glass and iron doors. Guess I got one on me, but I'm not done. We needed to make a new window and door plan. We're turning each window into less than a slab of entrance. However, the front looked awful with the stair gap, so instead I fixed it to not have a window. Solid solution, but in the other areas it wasn't much better, with even bigger gaps. However, adding shutters to the side made it actually look okay. After changing all the windows, I fixed the interior floor of our house so it actually looked good, and when it comes to the door, I have no idea what to do. If we could get pistons, everything would be okay, but that isn't happening right now, so instead, we're going mining. However, in this video, you can't just go mining. We're actually going to make a strip mine all the way down. Probably the first time I think I've done this in years. But with creatures all around us, this is our best option. Eventually, I did mine all the way into a small cave that had a few ores inside, but not enough to make me want to stay. I got back up to the surface, and inside I blocked off my door, so even if it breaks, the monster can't get me. Then I put some stuff to smelt and found a recipe for a metal iron reinforced door. Ain't no way bro is breaking through this. So as morning approached, I put in our final method of keeping the man of the fog out. I have cowered too long in my semi-safe haven. It's time we move this video along and progress a little bit more. So we're going mining, but cave mining this time. While looking for said cave, I found a weird lava well. Inside, there was a chest with some interesting stuff like dark metal, a material used to upgrade netherite way later on, and after seeing that, I found one of the rarest possible structures, a freaking woodland mansion. Somehow I ended up basing next to a woodland mansion. I didn't go in, cause having a totem would be useless right now, I'm too shot already. But this did lead me to a great cave. Inside, I found some iron, but ran into a crazy mob, one that was just tanking all my blows. Turns out, it was wearing dark metal, and dropped a template, allowing me to use that dark metal later. Since that's so far in the future, I continued down the cave, lighting it up as we went, while grabbing all of the ores I might possibly be needing. I got down to deep slate. That's when things went crazy, but I didn't turn away from free ores, including diamonds at the bottom. 6 added to our collection, solid start, but there was more in the cave, so I continued lighting up when I saw it. Oh, what was that? Oh my god, what was that? Was it the thing that hunts me down on the surface? Is it in the caves? There's a diamond. Is it worth risking my life for a singular diamond? Yep, 1 diamond was worth my life. When I got up there, a termite spawned on me. I killed them and got a termite diamond shard. Not exactly what I was looking for. Whatever that thing is, I don't want to be here anymore. So we left. After clearing the area, I blocked my way out of the cave and adventure is over. However, the surface was ghastly. Things of every nature were out and about since it was still nighttime. All of whatever that stuff was, wasn't worth it for me. Back at home, I researched how to use this dark metal stuff. It's very expensive, costing upward of 108 dark metal pieces just for the full set. That's when a wandering trader spawned in. He had a magical tree or something, and with my 5 emeralds I actually bought it. Still wasn't enough to keep his life. The rest of the day was cutting down trees and filling out a giant hole in the mountain so we can use all of our space. Day 13 was a great day, as we aren't actually dealing with the day as much. While the sun's out, I worked on collecting more trees for far into the future when we get villager trades going, and collected more dirt so I can continue to fill the void in my life. Or just the mountain. I mean, the mountain. I'm not a... Anyway, move on. As night rolled around, there wasn't much I could do, so organization was my game. Figuring out what chest had what going where was all I did, while monsters creeped outside. But I wasn't letting any of them scare me, so as night fell, I actually went outside to work on the farm, even if something was watching me. The next few days, we're facing our fears. First, I just do some yard work by planting down more of the farm and chopping the spruce trees, but the real kicker is reopening the mineshaft for further use. I still hadn't reached deep slate yet, and going to diamond level was our goal. It took me a while, along with having to hear many creepy sounds, but upon reaching the promised land, we began strip mining. Eventually, we found diamonds that turned into termites. Not cool, guys. Seriously, could have had 5 diamonds, but instead I've got 5/9 of one. So instead of strip mining, I used the F5 key to locate a nearby cave. It worked a treat as I uncovered the deep dark just next to us. This place was extremely dark, so I began by lighting it all up. Okay. Oh! What are you? Oh! What are you? Into the hole! Into the hole! I swear I would have won that fight if it wasn't for the stupid zombie. He had backup. That's not fair. It's not my fault. But I did end up recovering all my gear and got the heck out of Dodge, losing my dignity and 21 levels. Day 17. After such an unfortunate scare, we are back to cutting trees. Eventually, I can get my levels back by trading these in. But spruce wasn't the only log I wanted. Oak was on my plate as well. However, I don't want to ruin the landscape around us, so I pick and choose what trees I want to chop down. All through the day I do this, and when night hits, I assure myself I am not afraid, opening the door to the cretin of the night. But without a shield, I forgot how dumb I must look. Instead, he never took form to kill me. And that night, I showed my dominance by chopping a large spruce tree, even if it is 12 AM. But daytime is way better for that activity. Not only can you see, but the guy can't spawn, so I continued it well into day 18. Iron axes are starting to not cut it for me at this point, but diamonds aren't exactly easy to get in this world, so we're going to use villagers to our advantage. I headed into the weird jungle looking for a village which eluded me for a while, but when I came across it, I broke some of the job blocks and placed my own Fletchers down. Sure, 16 emeralds per stack of wood isn't a lot, but after all, I've collected a ton, so it should help me get my diamond tool grind going. Yet, he still insists on jump scaring me every time I look at him. I swear, he just needs a friend. After I did all the trades I could, we tried to sleep in the single bed this village had, but a possessed man was guarding the door. If I killed him though, I would end up starting a raid, and I actually like the village I'm in, so I had to get around him to go to sleep. In the morning, he seemed fine with me. Sure, he was still a possessed villager, but he didn't slaughter me and all his friends. I stayed in the village for a little while longer, using all my emeralds to trade up with an armor smith for diamond gear instead of the tools, as my plan was to get an enchantment table for those bad boys. Back at base, I made everything I needed for a cave adventure. I shipped off to the mines, re-entering the cave dweller's domain and lit it up for protection. I didn't find much inside except a few basic ores. However, after my last statement, I'm left to wonder, what would a cave dweller's domain expansion look like? Let me know your vote down below in the comments. I'm thinking like domain expansion, collapse of the Black Abyss. Either way, regular caving wasn't for us, so back to strip mining it was, using the tunnel we made to mine out a 5-block direction in hopes we would meet out some diamonds. After the long trip, I came out with 12 diamonds and 4 termite shards. Combining those up, I was actually able to craft a diamond finally, although I wouldn't say it was actually worth it. I start off our next adventure by enchanting all our new diamond tools, which I promptly use to cut down some more trees. But as we all know, I'm greedy and want more diamonds, so back to the strip mine I went, continuing on the pattern for such a few amount of diamonds. Now, these days might seem like a waste, but I came across a small